It's a true pleasure to serve under your chairship, and congratulations to the honourable member from Fylde, a fellow Lancashire MP, and for the passion with which he spoke. And I'd like to associate myself with all the remarks that have been made and will be made welcoming the Turkey deal. This was, as has been said, a massive boost for workers at Salisbury and Wharton, something that's received with great enthusiasm, something which myself, my friend from South Ribble, and indeed my colleague from Fylde have been calling for a long time. Something that's come on the basis of a huge amount of hard work from ministers, from the department, from civil servants, and we mustn't underestimate the massive impact that order will have. But it is not job done. And now we need to look at how we can kick on, how we go forward. The imperative, which has been highlighted, is we must secure that sovereign capability, that production base, that competitive position for the next decade and more. We need to finish the job. And I have to say, I have come to the conclusion that the only way of doing that is by a UK Typhoon order. This is what we need to do to maintain that world-leading position and keep the skills and expertise that are so crucial in securing that Turkey deal. It's a decision that was not taken by the previous government and now falls upon this one. A UK order would mean a maximum value is retained here. We're going to hear all the arguments around this. Sections made at Salisbury, full assembly at Wharton. And I do agree with the argument that a UK order also would build confidence in the quality and longevity of the aircraft, such that it will bolster our ability to secure future international orders. In any case, the fundamental, as has been highlighted, is we need more new fast jets. We had 137 Typhoons, 30 Tranche 1s will all be retired by 2027, and that leaves 107 Tranche 2 and Tranche 3 fighters, which are ageing and which will be retired by 2040. And they don't have, despite upgrades, have the full range of capabilities that could be delivered with the latest Tranche 5. And yeah, for sure, we all get very excited by the potential of the Tempest, a global combat air programme. But it will be at best the late 2030s before that comes online. And as has been said, it's not a direct replacement or comparator for the Typhoon. So there is evidently a clear capability gap that we need to fill somehow. Now, part of this is being addressed by the purchase of the F-35, which is a brilliant aircraft. And actually, to me, it creates an opportunity. But because whilst it is a brilliant aircraft, it is, as has been pointed out, a very different aircraft from the Typhoon, with different design, philosophy and different capabilities. And that therefore creates an opportunity for a blended air force. The F-35 is primarily a stealthy ground attack precision strike aircraft, able to penetrate heavily defended areas. The Typhoon is an air dominance fighter with higher top speed, faster acceleration, better climb rate and superior sustained turn performance. And of course, it's also the case that a Typhoon is compatible with a full range of British-made missiles, like the Meteor and Spear 3, whereas the F-35 currently is not. So there's an opportunity for a blend there, where we don't need to choose one or the other, but rather bring the capabilities together to create an air force truly fit for the 2030s and onwards. I will.
He's making an excellent point, and for myself, I have no objection to us having an element of F-35 within the RAF. It is important to have that blended capability. I think the key point that I would like to understand is that Typhoon as a platform could be developed and adapted to perform some of the roles that F-35 do, as they perform largely the same frame of aircraft in the sense of where they occupy in that lighter fighter range compared to what Tempest will be. And therefore, if we're going to have Typhoon as a sister to Tempest in the future, using investment opportunities now to build and develop and change the platform of Typhoon to have different variants of it would be a good way of maintaining that sovereign capability.
He's reaching into levels of technicality that I don't fully understand, but I think the fundamental point is we get the balance, we try and get the best of both. And the Typhoon is a platform which can deliver capabilities that we very much need. And as has been pointed out, other Eurofighter partner countries have taken exactly that decision. In December 24, Spain ordered additional 25 Typhoons. St. Italy ordered 25 Tranche 1 aircraft to replace its Tranche 1s. And last month, Germany placed an order for another 20 Typhoons, which I think it takes its total order pipeline to 58. These countries have therefore protected both their domestic fast jet manufacturing capability, whilst looking to ensure they have that mix of capabilities to address a full range of conflict scenarios that we can look sadly forward to. I will.
I completely accept his argument about a blended force of Typhoon and F-35. But would he accept that one of the drawbacks of the F-35 is that we are effectively at the mercy of the Joint Programme Office in the United States? And that, for instance, has led to serious delays in the integration of the Meteor missile, a highly capable air-to-air missile, onto the F-35 because other American systems have been prioritised first. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it?
He makes a reasonable point, though. I wouldn't use the same sort of pejorative language, but a National Audit Office report, of course, recently highlighted exactly those integration issues. And as I've already pointed out, the Meteor and Spear 3 are not currently compatible with the F-35. So there's no doubt sovereign capability maintains all the controls that to deliver the independence and resilience that surely a Tier 1 nation requires in its defence strategies. But I'll also now just take briefly a wider perspective. Lancashire is home to world-class defence industries, as we all know, and every single growth plan that talks about Lancashire's future has these at its heart. The very fact we can go into schools in places like Bacup and Whitworth and Darwen and other places and talk about some of the best engineering and technical jobs in the world being just down the road is absolutely invaluable to building aspiration in places that need it most. The apprenticeships and career opportunities, not just at BAE, but at many innovative companies in supply chain, so that Lancashire and the North West is the best place for anyone who wants to work in the cutting-edge manufacturing industries of the future. So it should surely not be a question of just being happy with merely sustaining this jewel in the crown, but rather be seeking to strengthen and continually build skills, scale and competitive advantage. Turkey chose to order the Typhoon because the experience and quality and skills of workers at Salisbury and Wharton cannot be matched. We now have the opportunity to build on this and give the ultimate vote of confidence by ordering UK fighters that will maintain our balanced and multifunctional fast jet capability through the next decade and more. And I really do hope the defence procurement strategy delivers just that.